Hi, today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to do a tutorial inspired by Korean beauty and Korean beauty trends. Because I don't know if you know, but most of the big beauty trends in the last few years have come out of Korea. If you think of BB creams and a lot of the new technology and makeup styles are very much inspired by Korean makeup, Korean skincare, Korean technology. So, and I'm really into it, so I thought it'd be quite nice to do a look using all Korean makeup and just talking about the kind of trends and things there. I was lucky enough to visit Korea before Christmas and spent the whole time just shopping and looking at beauty products and talking to Korean girls and just really getting a feel for it. So it was great because also my Instagram followers, I kept posting pictures of shops that I was in, and just want to say, if you were one of them that commented and kind of told me what to get, like what to look out for, then that was all really, really helpful because I bought everything that you suggested, and consequently I had to buy a new suitcase, huge one, to just leave the country because I had that much makeup. So starting with skin and how your skin looks is very, very important in Korea. There's a lot of amazing skincare and obviously incredible products for perfecting the skin, but also giving it this look which the Koreans describe as gwang, which is glowing. They love this dewy, glowing look. Last year, there was something called chokgwon, which was very, very shiny skin the last few years. And now it's more of a sokgwon look, which is more of an inner glow, more of a sort of radiant look. But it's definitely not about matte skin in Korea. It's about a radiant, dewy glow. So products like BBs obviously are huge, and lots of them come in cushion formats, which are compacts that enable you to carry around liquids, so foundations and BBs and CCs and all of that, but in a compact foundation, a compact format, which is just great. I'm going to use this one by Laneige, which is a BB, and by cushion it just means that there's an actual cushion which the liquid comes through. So you dab into the cushion, and they come usually with sponges. You could use fingers, and then just smooth your BB or your foundation on. And you can see that they're kind of just really, really light, but very, very perfecting to the skin kind of instantly. And you do have this sort of radiant finish. You can also get UV bases which come in cushion format as well. I've kind of bought so many of them. I've got one for every occasion now, and it's also about kind of quick. So lots of them do have this sort of multi-function element, which is very popular in Korea. So on to concealers, and I bought some concealers and lots of products in this new shop called Moonshot, and everything in the shop I loved. Bought tons and tons and tons, and I really liked the concealers there. Quite full coverage, you didn't need too much, but really good if you're kind of going for that very natural gwon look on the rest of your skin and you're just using a BB, then quite good to have a concealer that does have some concealing power to cover any pigmentation or spots or anything. But it's also very, very, again, quite moisturizing, and I found like all the products had that kind of really nice kind of creamy moisturizing sort of quality. So next I'm going to use some highlighter, and this one is a liquid one by Vanilla, which is another beauty company. There was one of the things I really liked about Korea was how it's more the Korean brands that are really, really popular, whether you're in a department store or you're in standalone stores. Whereas I guess in other parts of the world, you have kind of beauty companies from all over, global. There is really a strong tradition of very, very good Korean brands. So you'd see kind of, and they all have standalone stores as well. So you kind of see them on one street, and then you go to the next street and it's the same shop again. So like they're really, really prolific. They all have these huge standalone stores, and they're all 100% Korean owned, which is really quite different from anywhere else. So I'm just going to add this to the top of my cheekbones, just to emphasize again the guan, and to keep that really kind of dewy, fresh thing going. So on to eye makeup, and mainly Korean girls don't do really bright colours on their eyes. I saw lots and lots of kind of soft beigey colours, quite light shimmery colours. I also saw some matte colours, but very, again, quite light colours. So it's not really about that heavy kind of smoky look or anything like that. I'm going to use one of these jelly pots, which I got from Moonshot again, which was kind of a favourite shop. This is blue. Blue was not a big colour in Korea, but I just think this colour is so pretty. And I'm just going to apply it really, really lightly so that I get that kind of light shimmery effect that lots of the girls kind of had. So I'm really just going to use it almost like a base. I love this technology. It really sets the lids. I bought that particular product in lots of different colours and I put them all in my kit and they are great. And then I have to stop now because that is totally solid. You can see that it sets and it really doesn't move, this stuff, which is why it's so great in my kit. And I love the packaging. They come in these really nice little cardboard boxes. So on to lashes and liner. Now the style there is quite different really to maybe Japan or other Asian countries I've been to, in that they don't really do as much eyelash curling. A lot of the girls that I spoke to that worked in the shops didn't actually curl their eyelashes, so they kind of leave them straight. I am going to curl my eyelashes just because that's kind of what I do, but there was definitely more of a sort of it wasn't a hugely lashy look like maybe you see more of in Japan. There was, however, lots of lining on the eyes. I'm going to use a vanilla gel liner, and this is a cushion. So again, it's got that cushion packaging. I'm going to get the right brush and just dip into the cushion and get the gel out. I'm using a brown. And there just wasn't a lot of kind of really heavy liner. There was a lot more tight lining and lining along the upper waterline than there was anything else. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go along the top lashes. A lot of it also is inspired by the K-dramas, which are the kind of TV shows they have there, which come in their series. They're usually about 10 episodes long. They never do a second series, which I found really unusual, very different to kind of Western. But and some of them are just so popular throughout Asia, and the makeup that's used in the show can become, you know, it has become huge trends. There was one not that long ago called The Man from the Stars, or something, or My Love from the Stars, and the actress Gianna Jun in that, the makeup that she wore, it was actually a YSL lipstick. It sold millions and millions. They're very, very, very inspired by the girls and the actresses that are in the K-dramas. So definitely just lining, you know, tight lining and lining along the upper waterline just gives that appearance of thicker eyelashes, and it seems that that's more what the girls in Korea go for. That's what the look is. I did see girls with eyeliner as well on top, but it was done kind of quite thin and in quite a subtle way. It's definitely not a big eye makeup look. And then obviously mascara. I'm going to use this drugstore brand, which is called Clio, and this was quite a big seller in Korea. So it's another Korean brand, and the brush was inspired by kind of hair brush technology. So they mainly use it on their top lashes. A lot of the girls I spoke to said that they don't really use eyeliner underneath or mascara, so quite a different kind of look really from a Western look and also from a Japanese look, which tends to be very, very lashy. These mascaras are great. Oops, just whacked my... Really kind of, really nicely defining and separating. So again, it's really about just getting that kind of top lash line really full and defined. So on to brows, and all the Korean girls I saw definitely define their brows, mainly with powder, so there wasn't this kind of I didn't see any crazily overdrawn brows like you often see in the West. It was definitely more of a kind of filling in softly with powder and quite a straight shape. So no one was really drawing in an unnaturally high kind of arch or anything. It was more kind of straight across and soft, although definitely filled in. So on to the blush, and the Korean look is definitely not about a strong blush. It's not about bright pink cheeks. It's more about the softer, subtle peaches, apricots, and kind of very rosy but very soft tones. You can hardly see it on most girls actually. I'm going to use this cushion blush, so it's a liquid blush again in a cushion. This is by Iope, probably pronounced that really badly, which is one of the really great Korean brands. So by using a liquid blush, obviously we get to keep our guan. So we're keeping that very, very dewy, subtly glowing look to the skin. So just blend that onto the cheeks for that very, very almost barely there kind of effect. Just gives a little bit of colour. So before I go on to lips, I'm just going to use a tiny bit of powder, not much, because if you've got normal or dry skin in Korea, you definitely don't use any powder. If you have more of an oily skin, then the girls use a little bit, but not to destroy the guan. So I'm going to use Moonshot Aqua Finisher, which is a powder that has a very cooling finish, and I'm going to use it kind of just there, and there, so I keep all my guan effect. So if I had to sum up a Korean makeup look in 2 words, it would be guan, which is this amazing dewiness, the shine, and bright lips, because everyone wore bright lip colour, lip colours, everyone I saw. Very much inspired by the K-dramas, and very much applied in this sort of gradiated way, so quite strong at the centre and then gradating out, so kind of like a soft cloud of colour, and often quite glossy as well. I found so many amazing lip products there. I bought so much stuff for my kit. I loved this product from Etude House, and I love the colour of this, which you'll see in a second. Very, very intense colour. And they had loads of great colour pops and lots of kind of really nifty little packages and just really unusual colours, very, very bright and just quite fun. And the girl that served me at Etude House, she was like, "Oh, you're Lisa Eldrage, I watch your videos." That was really funny. So she kind of took me around the shop and showed me everything, and I cleaned it out practically. So I'm going to start with this colour, which is very, very bright. I'm going to do a look inspired by the Gianna Jun, but I'm not using the same colour as her. So starting in the centre, and you can see how much payoff these products give. It's insane. And I'm just going to really pat that just into the centre to start. And you can obviously use, some girls said they do use a lip pencil to kind of cheat around the edge, but they just keep it quite soft and a lighter colour. And you can also use a lip pencil as well if you want. So that kind of gives you the first sort of flush of colour. Now I'm going to use this slightly glossy stick over the top. This is a lip plumper, because there is that kind of quite juicy effect to lips as well. It seems to be really, really popular. So that kind of gives you that nice juiciness, and then just going to go back in and just literally apply it to the centre. And that just gives you that gradated effect. So that's the finished look, and very much an Korean inspired makeup look. Interesting, I think, because it's just very, very different from what we are wearing in the West, maybe what you're seeing in America, with the strong contouring, the very strong highlighting, and the brows kind of really drawn on. And also quite interesting with the bright lip. But it's definitely all about this very even, luminous skin there, and then this kind of pop of colour on the lips. And I just found it completely fascinating. It's like a makeup artist or a makeup obsessive's dream. All of the products I tried were amazing. I didn't see a bad product while I was there, and I've certainly got a much bigger kit since visiting there, and I absolutely adored it. So I hope you found this interesting, and I'll see you soon.